The Dallas Cowboys just came up on a big W, coming back from a 21-point deficit versus the defending Super Bowl champion. So what's next? Let's talk about it. So I'm going to say this. The Dallas Cowboys came back from that deficit and it was great. It felt great. And I definitely think moving forward that the Dallas Cowboys need to use this as a stepping stone to be able to move into the following game, because these games are real close to one another. And we know in any football circumstance and maybe even any sports circumstance, if you have games back to back and close together like that, you don't have time to get fully recovered from a football game. And these guys are banged up. And, moving forward to Thanksgiving and playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're coming off a win, and they need some wins as well to be able to be put into a good spot to be able to get into the playoffs. Yeah, we have to be able to come out and play right. And I'm going to tell you what's next. What's next is for the Dallas Cowboys is to continue to build off this win. And they need to solidify some type of offensive scheme in that first half. The first half offensive scheme needs to move along a lot better. And if it can, the Dallas Cowboys can possibly win this game against Kansas City on Thanksgiving. This is going to be probably one of the most watched games. And I definitely think, Dak Prescott is balling out at an all-time level right now. He's confident in what he's doing. He's confident in his team. He just passed Tony Romo for the all-time leader of passing yards in Dallas. And that's a great milestone. Next for him is a Super Bowl, hopefully. So, moving forward, Dak Prescott has to be able to continue to ball out as well. And if we, as a collective, play like we played on the defensive side of the ball in the second half for 4 quarters, I feel like a team won't score. That's how I feel. Now, I may be wrong. They might score. They might get a little 3 measly points. May get 7. May get 10, But it's like, that's how confident I'm feeling in this defense. The defense is looking a lot better, but I feel like it definitely needs some little bit of tweaking in that secondary room still, just a tad bit. And I mean the point to where it's like almost technique issues. At this point, it's not personnel. It's not the coach. It's not the play calling. It's not the coverages. I feel like it's just the little steps and why'd you go inside, or why'd you give them that angle? Why are we so far back? Why we missed that tackle? We got to be able to solidify tackles on this cornerback room, because I've been seeing a lot of missed tackles. Siobhan Revelle, he's a great cornerback. He's just now kind of getting acclimated with the NFL speed, but he had a missed tackle against A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown went for I believe it was 15. So if we solidify tackles on this edge and on this cornerback room, we're going to become a great defense. We're going to have potential, and we're going to have a defensive line that'll wreak havoc to any offensive line in the NFL. And if you don't think so, then I don't know what to tell you, because these boys is ready to play. Quentin Williams ain't no joke. Kenny Clark ain't no joke, and Osa ain't no joke. And we've seen it firsthand when these guys are on the field together. Who you going to block? So, that's what's next for the Dallas Cowboys. And another thing that's next is that we have to get this deal done with George Pickens. George Pickens has emerged to a different level. And don't get me wrong, he was a great wide receiver before. I feel like he was a great wide receiver before Dallas. He just finally got somebody that can rip that ball to him. And in Pittsburgh, he ain't really had that. I don't know what they was doing over there. That's their business. But he ain't really had that, to my knowledge. So now that he has that, I'm telling you, he's going to continue to shine, and he's going to want to just continue to shine because he wants to be in Dallas. I'm telling you now, he wants to be in Dallas, and if Jerry Jones wants him in Dallas, he's going to stay in Dallas, and it's going to be George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb forever. And I hope so, because this duo is a great duo, and we just need CeeDee Lamb to come up out his head and just get it together a little bit better, and we'll be all right. So that's what's next for the Dallas Cowboys. And I definitely think this, this defensive line, man, I got to harp on them. I got to harp on my defense because they held Saquon Barkley to 10 carries for 22 yards. 2.2 yards a carry. Average. Guys, you gotta harp on that. You gotta give that to no other than man himself, Jerry Jones. Because last time I checked, I ain't remember the last time we ever held a running back to under 20 yards. When is the last time the Dallas Cowboys ever held a running back to under 20 yards? I can't remember. So I'm telling you now, Jerry Jones, he was up there smiling in that press box. He looking, he's smiling after the game. And hey, have at it, brother. You're doing good so far. We doing all right. Let's see if we can carry these wins on. We ain't got that long left. We gotta make it happen, Captain. Hopefully these boys is ready to play versus Kansas City, because Kansas City, they fighting too, just like we fight. We fighting this year, so it's going to be one crazy fight on Thanksgiving. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. It's free support, and I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, and just continue to, tune in to what I do, because I love what I do, and I like following the Dallas Cowboys no matter what. Win, lose, or draw, it's Dallas Cowboys for life, and y'all know that. Y'all know that. So, with that being said, guys, we got to be able to, just come out and play hard-nosed football. If we could play hard-nosed football in Dallas for 4 straight quarters, I promise you will see a different team. You will see a whole different team. You probably will see the best team you've seen in Dallas in a long, long time. I mean, a long time. If they just come out hard-nosed, straight to the point, we coming at you, we pursuing to the ball, we all coming. Every jersey is on the ball. If we can do that, we can continue these wins, we can stack these wins, we can hopefully run this tape. Because if we can run this tape, yeah, we in it. If we can't, then hey, we're going to have to go ahead and pack our bags and call the vacay up and go ahead and get ready for the draft, get ready for next season, start analyzing for these next players. It's the only thing we can do. But hey, if they keep winning, we're going to be right here. We're going to be continuing on about our content. And if they lose, we're going to be right here again. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. It's easy. It's free. Until next time, deuces.
How about them Cowboys?